And we are back, folks, with Neverwinter Nights official campaign, playing our half-orc Warlock, Blaze Soulfire. When we left off, we had finished all of the current quests in Neverwinter, and had to head out and try and find the ambassador, I think it is, from I can't think of the name of the city, Waterdeep. So we have to head to Old Owl Well. We were just selling all of our ill-gotten gains. Well, not ill-gotten gains, but selling everything, getting ready to leave. We're at Deacon's. Let's just double check and see what situation we're at. Oh, that's right, this rapier and mask. I was probably going to go back to the inn and give those to Nishka. Apart from that, we're doing pretty good. We've got that amulet ready when we're going to meet the paladin soon, whose name escapes me. A few different wands there, rods for Cora.
I am listening.
Eleni's set up okay.
Yes.
Yes.
And Kelgar's looking good as well. Did you have anything in your bag that we got to sell, Kelgar? No, that's good. Okay.
Behind me here.
Oh, and we have the same problem as usual, where the shard coming back from a save, if it's in your loot. What happened to the rapier? Oh, we put the rapier back in there as well. Okay. Right. So we'll go back to the inn. I'm just trying to think. I'm not sure how often I'm going to use Nishka anymore. Might just be better off to sell those, really. Yeah, I think I will. Sell that. And that. There we go. Right. So instead, let's not go back to the inn at all. Let's head straight for Old Owl Well. So that's our new location. We've been here. Oh, actually, no, we haven't. Let's go and do the mayor first. I forgot about that. The Sky Mirror, sorry. That's the right Sky Mirror, yeah. We haven't been there yet. Let's do that.
This is the place. The Sky Mirror is ahead, but there are challenges we must face. The path to the Sky Mirror is a difficult path for anyone not of the Circle to walk, and it is also sealed against any who might accidentally stray near its waters, both for their protection and those of the Circle.
What is the Sky Mirror again?
The Sky Mirror is a powerful scrying device, capable of speaking to others who have touched its waters. It takes magic of the land to open the tides of the Sky Mirror. We may need to rest, so I can cast the magic required. The challenge changes with every turning of the season, and so do the wards. I won't know the challenges until we come upon them.
I don't know if that's true, because every time I've got to this point, it's been exactly the same challenge. So I'm actually going to let her learn the spells required, rest up, and then we'll go and check and make sure that it is exactly what it was last time. Anything in these woods we should worry about?
You should know that these paths are meant to only be walked with one of the circle. Those that come here without such a guide, this place, it is still filled with those that have wandered into these sacred woods and could not escape. They live still, but only as reflections of themselves. Try to avoid them, but if we cannot, then be prepared to fight. And the Sky Mirror itself has given rise to guardians as well. Creatures of the water.
You mentioned the way to the Sky Mirror is sealed. I think we've already asked that, haven't we? Let's
Very
just
well.
keep going.
Be on your guard. We are still a ways from our destination, and the path is a long one.
Actually, it's not that long at all. Okay,
Yes.
so these are all second level spells. Bark Skin, Cat's Grace, Owl's Wisdom. Is it Bear or Bull? Damn it, I can't remember what the last one is, whether it's Bear's Endurance or Bull's Strength. I think it's Bear. But now I'm doubting myself. Let's do Bull's Strength. If we need to, we just have to rest once more. So let's rest. Okay. So there's 4 trees. The first one is here. Massive Bull. I got it right. So now, if she casts Bull's Strength on the tree, and then we view it again, the surface of the tree is only bark now, the symbol's gone. I think we unlocked it, but there should be others about. So that's the first one. Oh, here we go. Here's the second. Embedded in the bark of this tree is the symbol of a leaping panther. This tree is one of the challenges. It requires a spell of nature to unlock it. Cat's Grace. Surf of the tree is only bark now, the symbol gone. I think we unlocked it. Get the same message on all of these. The third tree is just here. Symbol of a man's face that looks half wooden and half flesh. So, bark skin. And the fourth one is, I think that's it there. Or is that one we've already done? Yes, that's the 3 we've already done. We've gone the wrong way. We've got to come back this way. It's over. It's around here. This way is the way we've got to go. And the 4th tree is around this corner here. This area is not dangerous at all until we leave. I should have said spoiler alert, I guess. Symbol of an owl perched on a high limb. So, Owl's Wisdom. There we go. So, what we're then going to do is we're going to get rid of all of those spells. We've used them all now, don't need them anymore. And we're going to go back to that. We'll rest later. Doesn't matter that we don't have
What?
though. No, I'll keep you in the lead for now. I'm just going to do this last thing. Just come over here.
This is the Sky Mirror. Do not stray too close to its waters. They can be a shock to the uninitiated. Before we can make use of it, we will need to make an offering. The land around us should provide clues as to what it will take to awaken the mirror.
What? Oh, did I not click on that tree again?
I am
Hang on.
listening.
There we go. I forgot you have to click on the tree after you've done everything. Too busy trying to clear up the spells.
This is the Sky Mirror. Do not stray too close to its waters. They can be a shock to the uninitiated. Give me a moment to center myself, and then I can try to contact the druids of Neverwinter Wood. All it requires is placing this offering within the Sky Mirror's waters, and then we shall wait.
Eleni? Child, is that you?
Elder Naven, can you hear me?
Yes, child. Where are you?
I am touching the waters of the Sky Mirror, but I had thought to contact the druids of Neverwinter Wood, not one of my own circle.
I was traveling for the past season. Not as long from the mirror as you, perhaps. And only recently have I returned from the Sword Coast.
Eleni, who is this?
This is Elder Naven, one of my circle. He has been a part of it for almost as long as Vashni and the others, but I did not realize he had left the mare. He cannot hear you, but I can communicate your questions to him if you wish. Elder Naven, why were you traveling? And where are the druids of Neverwinter Wood?
My path has been a long one. What I have found
Thanks.
and what I have
The
known
Red Spy?
troubles me. Like you, I've had no success in contacting the druids of Neverwinter Wood. I suspect they are avoiding me, or have cut themselves off from others.
We encountered one in Neverwinter, and he had come in search of one of the Circle of the Mare, either you or I, but had found no one, not even Elder Vashni.
That is troubling news, and part of what drove me here. I returned because I felt something was wrong with the mare, and I have not been able to reach any of the other druids. This failing from the mare, it is like a black silence stretching through Mer de Lane, and even seeing through the eyes of animals and birds has proved useless.
Elder Naven,
This
we did
is
find
my
one of the
first
Circle of the
full
Mare,
playthrough
Khalil.
of Neverwinter
He
Nights
was
2. I've never actually
maddened,
finished
and
it
we were
before.
forced to fight him.
What?
Only got it a couple of months ago.
How did this
so
happen?
Elder, I do not
I'm
know.
playing as
I fear it is tied to whatever is occurring in the mare.
I'm
and
playing
he
it as
said
a
that our
half-orc
That it was
warlock.
lost. If so,
I'm quite
we
enjoying
may be
the
the
warlock
only
character.
two left.
We shall see with our own eyes first. This news of Khalil saddens me. Was there no other way?
Elder, Khalil was driven mad. He had slaughtered the animals of Maiden's Glade, tore them apart while he was trapped in the form of a bear.
Troubling. It must not have been an easy thing to do. Such an act of mercy, Eleni.
Elder Naven, we came here to ask the lore keepers of Neverwinter Wood if they knew anything of what was happening at the mare. And we fear that whatever is occurring in the mare is tied to a set of silver fragments we carry.
Silver fragments? Like the one carried by that village boy you were watching?
Yes, but he did not carry it. It was hidden near the
My
village, I
son-in-law
believe.
liked these
He
games as
retrieved
well.
it from the Ilfarn ruins there.
That is a strange coincidence. But perhaps not. The darkness clouding the mare. It is familiar in some respects to events that occurred at the time of the discovery of those shards. During the war against the King of Shadows long ago, a similar darkness infested the mare, though not as thick as it is now. Can he have returned? There were many battles fought on the mare, and at its borders. One even at West Harbor. Eleni, I must continue on to the mare, and try to find what became of Vashni and the others. Even if they are dead, I must see it with my own eyes, and see what I can do to find out more about this threat, and the shards you speak of.
Of course, Elder Naven.
Good fortune, Eleni. I know of your vigil, but now we must focus our sight back to where it belongs, on the lands we tend.
I know, Elder Naven. Forgive me.
I will contact you when I know more. I will send a messenger. You will know it when it arrives.
You're talking
Until we
about
meet again,
Black Lake
Eleni,
District in Neverwinter Nights
beware
1.
the shadows.
Yeah, that's a hard... you have to go through that area, and there's that that guy and
There
his
is nothing more
dog
we can do here,
in
I'm
the
afraid.
little truncated tower, broken down tower.
Something is wrong.
You have to kill
The
him
spirits are
because he
gathering.
was, I don't know,
We must
extorting
leave at
people or
once.
something.
We are not welcome here.
He's very hard, that fight. I'm assuming that's the one you're talking about. Oh, Neverwinter Nights 2. Okay. Well, I haven't gotten to the Black Lake District in Neverwinter Nights 2 yet. Okay. Let's head back out. need to get ambushed down here in a little bit.
I
Ooh,
am overburdened.
there we go.
Perhaps you should bear some of my... Your end draws nigh.
Oh, that's not the Black Lake district. That was the back alley where there's watchmen and thugs trying to bring in weapons. That was a quest given to you by Captain Berlina. Is that the one? Yeah. Yeah, that one's not too hard. Or at least I didn't have too much of a problem. I'm not playing on a particular... I'm just playing on normal difficulty, so... Yeah. I'm not playing too hardcore, but I found it... Yeah, challenging, but not too bad. You do have to be careful. Here we go. Okay, here's our good fight. This is the Shadow Priest. No, from what I recall, that back alley provides another way to go from the docks to the merchant district, because once you've completed that section, you then have to clear out a warehouse, and the warehouse has two entrances, one entrance in the back alley and the other entrance in the merchant district. You could probably go back one or two videos actually, and you'd see when I was doing that. Ah, okay. One of your party went off and fought another crowd of people. Yeah, that you got to keep your people together there. It's one of the reasons why I don't use fear-based spells if possible. Yeah, because if you end up chasing one guy down, and he runs into the second group. I did actually have that happen this playthrough as well, I think. Okay, let's talk to the Shadow Priest.
Druidess, we have come for you. You have felt us in the land. Now, feel the touch of darkness upon you.
Okay. So, standard tactic here. Where is the priest? Eldritch. Blast you to nothingness. This is the first time I've seen him. No, I don't play World of Warcraft. No, I want to stay back on
Whatever
him.
gods you worship.
What else do we have? Just a few archers in the back to clean up. Actually, that's interesting because I don't think I've checked that yet. I know in Neverwinter Nights 1 you could specify that you
This is
wanted...
what summoned the protectors of the Sky Mirror here.
Let me just wait for
This
this.
priest. But the way is hidden. How did he manage to find his way here? We must leave. If we remain, others may come.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know in Neverwinter Nights 1 you could set your follow distance. You could talk to each person and say, oh, here you go, follow distance. You need to make sure your follow distance is set to near as much as possible, and then if they do go running off, you can do your voice commands, and in particular, if you do the combat ones, you can say guard me, which will bring them back, or even hold, which should make them stop where they are and not go any further. I don't use these commands enough. I really should use them more, and I believe you can set some of them as hotkeys then, and that just tells everybody to hold or everyone to come back. And if you do guard me, they should leave what they're doing and come back and sort of stay near where you are. I'm not sure if the exploration one, yeah, you got follow me, so that one's another useful one that can get everyone to come back to you. But I know it was always a lot easier in Neverwinter Nights 1 to do that, because you could right click on the character and bring up the menu, and you can still do it here. You go issue commands, you say follow me, stand your ground, guard me, whatever. Yeah, I'm the same. I don't always focus on my characters as much as I should. I need to keep a better situational awareness on their health to be able to catch situations like that. That's alright. Okay, so we did the Skymere only just because we could. Let's go to Old Owl Well.
Now this here is White Thistle. Can give you the runs, you know. And I made up a song for it, quite a catchy tune. White thistle, all in a row. In Neverwinter woods, they all grow. Oh, well met. Sorry, didn't even see you standing there. Thought you might be a Wendersnaven at first, but I can see you. So, I guess that discounts that.
Yeah, I don't really like this guy very much. I didn't mind bards in Neverwinter Nights 1 if you could keep control of them, and I haven't done enough playthroughs to try and keep control of this guy. If you can limit the spells that they have to purely offensive spells, you're often not too bad, and that's the same with wizards. That's why I like Cora as a sorcerer. If you can keep her to only offensive spells, I do the same with Eleni. I don't give her any buffs. I only give her healing spells or offensive spells like lightning and stuff like that. Because if you don't, at the start of every combat, your NPC spellcasters will just cast all these buffs on themselves and do nothing else for the duration of the battle. And then by the time you get to the next battle, those buffs have worn off. I haven't played a bard in a long time. I played bards or I tried to play bards a couple of times in Baldur's Gate. They do have their point. They are a good buff, and they're a good party buff, or they can do good debuffs against your opponents. But they need to be micromanaged a little bit. I'm not going to let him join my party this time. Having said that, once we get through Old Owl's Well a little bit and the related stuff, I've got to decide who I'm going to drop from my party when I get the Paladin. And at this point, I think it's going to have to be Cora. Because without Eleni, we just don't have enough healing. If I had another decent cleric in the party, I wouldn't. But the Paladin by himself just doesn't do enough heals. So anyway, I'm going to go through this. So I don't even know. I've never even looked it up. What is a Wendersnaven? See if Wikipedia can help me on that. Nope. Result from sister projects. Neverwinter Nights. That was from Wikiquotes. Okay. Wender what?
Wendersnaven? It doesn't roll off the tongue too easily, so don't worry. Don't say it too loudly if you're not sure, though. They may take offense.
And I thought Kelgar had problems.
What are you talking about? This gnome's mad, not me.
Wendersnaven? I don't think I've heard of a woodland animal by that name.
Thought I might camp out here a bit. play a tune or three, see if I could catch their attention. No luck, though. But luck's what you make it, so I've been working hard. Oh, but I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Grobdar Gnome Hands. Probably guessing where that last name comes from, don't you? Well, tends to confuse most people. Quite a collector and maker and teller of tales I am. All the gnome hands are, except the ones they hanged in Luskin. Working on quite a tale myself, you know, and the act of composing, it is a tale in itself.
Really? Okay. I'm going to do the third option because maybe that won't let him talk for hours, because if I don't, he will. We get a paladin soon. There's a paladin, well, soon. It'll probably be an hour or more before I get to that point, but not too much longer. We get another character that'll be able to join our party, and the paladin is he. So let's continue on. Hold a moment. Are you a bard?
Indeed. I, Grobnar, am a philosopher, a poet, a cataloger of flora, fauna, and all things wild and all things mechanical. And I can give it rhythm. You see, it all starts with a tune. Say about that bush, or that root, or that cloud, or that boot. And then, after I had welded the spring-mounted mechanical shield on my codpiece, I fired it, only to be thrown back almost 30 yards right into a wall. Stung quite a bit, I'll say that much, but what I learned was... I say, all that discussion has really built up a hunger. Lost all track of time.
Last thing I remember was something about your mouth and your codpiece.
Oh, you were listening so intently you closed your eyes and laid down for a bit. Made some funny laughing noises at the right times, too. Almost thought you were snoring. No trouble, don't blame you. I barely notice the world around me once I conjure up a story. So if closing your eyes helps you concentrate, by all means. I knew this mage once who...
Look, we're on our way to Old Owl Well. Is it in this direction?
No, it's a little hard to explain. But I can show you if you want.
I'm going to say yes, only because that makes him available as an NPC if I do decide at some later point that he is going to be useful. I could also very briefly add him to my party and drop Cora out, and then go back to Neverwinter and add her back in. Because I haven't really had a good look at Grabnar, so I might just do that. Very well, we could use whatever help you can offer.
Excellent! Oh, you won't regret this. I mean, too many times.
Okay, so let's take Cora out, Grobnar in, accept that party, and let's have a look at what he can do. So, he is a level 8 bard. He's got a short bow on him. Concentration, little bits of bluff and diplomacy, intimidate, lots of lore, which is expected, and 15 for perform, which is also expected. A little bit of taunt. I expected him to have more taunt. Tumble, use magic device, that's good. Curse song, so that affects all enemies within 30 feet for 10 rounds. What level was he? 8. Yes. So that's going to be doing all of that. -1 to attack, -1 to will, -1 to damage and fortitude, -1 to reflex, -1 to skills, another -1 to attack rolls. 8 damage. What does that mean? Oh, they actually take damage. Okay. What does extra music do? Okay, that means you can use it more times in the day. Lingering song, and that means it goes for 5 extra rounds. So his main thing is his cursing song. That means he doesn't really have anything to buff, maybe? But he's got some other things here as well. So, bardic music, cloud mine, so that's another debuff. Counter song, just to counter spells. Fascinate is another debuff as if they're dazed. Haven song. Debuffs. Okay, inspire competence. This is what we sort of want. This bardic inspirations are always active and do not have a limited number of users. Oh, that's good. So he's doing inspire courage, inspire defense, inspire resurrection, inspire toughness. And then if we look at spells, actually let's do it this way. What does he have? He has the standard lot of he's like a sorcerer, so that's going to be a problem because he can cast any of these spells anytime he wants. What has he got that's buffs that he's going to potentially cast? Probably Ghostly Visage on himself. I think that... yeah. And then probably Heroism as well. And then Haste. So there's a good chance that in combat he's going to cast a whole bunch of buffs on himself before he ever gets around to doing anything proper. Now, we can control that a little bit through here. So, spell casting. See, we could tell him not to cast spells at all, but then does that affect him as a bard? Healing and curing, ability usage. So it's not clear if the ability, if his bardic skills are abilities or not. Summoning, polymorph, ranged weapon, back away, auto summon familiars. Peaceful follows, self buff or heal party. See, I should be turning self buff off. Player character will not buff or heal when group command is given. Not sure what group command he's talking about, unless it's through these. Was there anything in here? What does battle cry do?
Here I come, ready or not.
Okay, I think that... miscellaneous? No, that's just tasks. Exploration, group party.
Everyone gather together. I'd like to sing a tune.
Yeah, okay, fine. Okay. So I can't see anything there. Companion, behavior, enemies, autocast buffs. No enemy precast of buffs. First time you meet an enemy, you already have cast medium and long duration buffs on themselves. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to use him, so rather than continuing on to... Whoops.
Fall in behind me here.
Rather than continuing on, I am going to go back to the inn and pick up Cora. Thank you to Red Spy. You have a good time as well, and thanks for the follow. back to the docks. So let's go back into the inn. Whoop. That's not what I meant to do. Hate navigating around here. It sends you in weird directions at times. Right, let's head back out. And let's drop Grobner off and pick up Cora. Cora, however you want to pronounce it. Oh, and the kids. I forgot
There
we're going
you
to have
are.
this.
I've been meaning to chat with you. You've helped me and Dory out of some scrapes, so I wanted to thank you proper. I've got a proposition for you. I heard you're friends with the owner of the Sunken Flagon. Me and my mates could really use a roof over our heads at night.
A roof would be so good.
So the deal is, we'll help you out, and you convince your friend to let us stay in the Flagon. Deal?
What can you do for me?
You'll find there's plenty we can do for you. Not much to ask letting us bunk up indoors instead of out, don't you think? I'm glad we've come to an agreement then. Dory, myself, and the rest will be by the Sunken Flagon. See you back at the Flagon then.
Bye.
That's fine. So let's head out. Back to Old Owl Well. We should get there. Of course, we've got to wait for it to load, which is never fun. All the puppies come in while Daddy's streaming. Right? And this seems to be stuck. Come on, what are you doing? Actually, while we're waiting, I see we're still not loaded. That's annoying. Come on. It's the one thing that's annoying about this game. Is sometimes the loading screens are just too much. And I haven't found anything to sort of work out what points it is. Like if there's a common area that you go into that causes the slow loading screen, or what it is. You know, I know the system. My system is running well. It's a brand new PC. It should be running well. And quite frankly, I've been playing this for the last few days, and that was the longest loading I've ever seen. I don't know whether it's just because I've progressed to this point in the game and this is the slow spot. I've only come here a couple of times. I don't really recall, but anyway, okay, good, we're back. No, I didn't say anything to you, Google. My phone thought I was talking to it. It is tempting to come over here and talk to Simi and start buying and selling things, because I think he does have some stuff, but I'm better off to come down here and actually talk to Callum, who is in charge, and then go back and buy things.
I want those walls up by evening. No excuses. The orcs aren't going to stop attacking just because we need to catch our breath.
But sir, the men are having a hard time finding the materials we need.
You're telling me they can't find any stones? We're in the middle of the blasted mountains. Unless you'd like to report to Nashia that we're overrun because we couldn't find rocks, I suggest you drive some sense into your men and get that wall built.
Yes, sir. I'll see to it, sir.
I tell you, I've lost years of my life trying to get this rabble fit for service. And who are you supposed to be? Reinforcements?
Who are you?
I'm Column. Commander Column to you. Lord Nasha sent me here to secure the Old Owl Well. So what are you doing here?
I'm here to escort the Waterdeep emissary to Neverwinter.
Isani? He hasn't arrived yet. Should have been here 10 days ago. I've sent a scout to look for him. Wait, you're the one from the City Watch, aren't you? I got word yesterday you'd be making a visit. I'd hoped to have better news for you.
Do you know what happened to the emissary?
No, my scout hasn't reported back yet. Though I expect him soon. He's one of the best.
How did anyone know he'd be coming this way?
We're still not sure ourselves, really. The information I have is vague, at best. This route makes the best sense, though. It's one of the few they haven't tried yet.
Why is this place so important?
Not exactly a student of history, are you? The Old Owl Well is the only known water source for 3 days in any direction. Neverwinter and the orcs have been fighting over it as long as anyone can remember. The orcs held it for the last 10 years until the council decided they wanted to reopen the trade route to Yata. To do that, we need to take back this watering hole.
The emissary had no idea he'd be entering a battlefield, did he?
This assault has been planned for months. We weren't able to warn Asani ahead of time, though. We weren't expecting to be needing a new emissary, to be honest. Still, at least we'll be here to offer more protection.
Why didn't you bring more men to help fight off the orcs? Say hello, Max. Hello, everybody.
Well, that brings us back to the emissary, doesn't it? If the Lord's Alliance could communicate, you're right. We'd have more men. But with the emissaries being lost, even so, we've stretched the army thin as it is. I brought along every man that Lord Nasha could spare. The Council's going to have to raise a new army in a hurry if things don't work out here.
That's an interesting point of view. Is there anything I can do to help?
Marshal Cormac still has a talent for recruiting good people, I see. Duty first, eh? I'll expect you to help out with the defense of this camp. You've already brought your own gear, so just find a spot to call home and stay alert.
Sound the alarm! Orcs! The orcs are attacking!
Wouldn't you know it? Not a moment's rest.
Grey cloaks to arms! For Neverwinter!
Let's just pause there and put the puppy down. Hi. Hey. Say goodbye to everybody. Goodbye. Right. These orcs. I don't know what they were thinking. But if you have a look at them, they look absolutely nothing like your character if you're a half-orc, like I am. These guys look like, well, frankly, they look like extras from Planet of the Apes. And they also look nothing like the orcs that were in Neverwinter 1. So I really don't understand.
All right, Grey Cloaks. Everyone back to your posts. Another orc raiding party. We're lucky they haven't attacked in full force. Just wish I could make contact with whoever it is that's been distracting the orcs.
And that's the paladin that I was talking about before. Someone else is attacking the orcs.
Yes, someone's out there attacking orc patrols, and it's giving us a chance to build up our defenses.
So they're on your side.
I've been at this long enough to know that you need to control a battlefield. And this new ally of ours is something I can't control.
Why can't you make contact with him?
He's not one for talking. Every time I send someone out to contact him, he and his men move their camp. The orcs have a name for him, Katalmak. They say he attacks without warning, and without regard for his enemies' numbers.
That's not a name orcs give lightly. It's a name they give to warriors who lose themselves in battle.
It is odd that even orc trackers couldn't find him. Or that he would risk stirring up so many tribes in this region.
Sounds like someone wants to die to me. If we weren't here, it'd only be a matter of time before all the tribes in the well hunted down this Katalmak. And then his crusade would be over. Well, enough talk about him. I've got my hands full just keeping the men in fighting shape.
Commander! Scouts returning!
Let's hope he brings word on the emissary, eh?
Pathfinder Willem reporting, sir.
Willem, did you locate Emissary Asani?
No, sir. But I came across his escorts. Killed to the last man, but no sign of the emissary. Orcs, sir. They must have taken him.
Sounds like you've got a new assignment. Your job is to escort the emissary to safety. If he's in trouble, you've got to help him. I'd start looking at Yai-Sog Bone Gnash's lair, northeast of here.
Bone Gnashers? They're still around. Oh, they're hard to kill.
His tribe isn't the biggest, but he's older and more cunning than most. At the least, he may have an idea who attacked the emissary's guards.
Any idea what tribe might be doing?
The Eye Gouger tribe is the strongest, led by Logram Eye Gouger. He keeps the other tribes in line, including the Bone Gnashers, and he's the one leading the attacks. All the orcs in the well fall under his banner. Ooh, if we could get lucky and put an arrow through his skull. If we could, the orcs would turn on each other in a heartbeat, and give us enough time to strengthen our position here.
Don't worry, we'll kill them all. It's not a problem. Our orders are to find the emissary. If we want to cross Logram, we will deal with him.
Trust me, if I knew where Logram could be found, I'd hit him myself. Killing him would be the break we've been looking for. But from what I've heard, there's been reports that this unknown ally of ours, this Katalmak, is hitting Logram hard, which means he must know where Logram can be found. But since I can't find this unknown ally of ours, Logram's out of our reach as well. For right now, focus on Yai-Sag Bone Gnasher. See what you can do to find the emissary. Besides, if you cross Logram, that might be more than you can handle.
I don't know about that. Is there anything else I should know?
Yai-Sag is old enough to know when to try something other than fighting. Corner him, and you might be able to get him to talk.
I'd sooner put an axe in an orc. But he's right. The Bone Gnashers, as cowardly and weak as they are, have been known to make deals.
I'll have Willem mark the Bone Gnasher lair on your map. You'd better act quickly. If the orcs have the emissary, whatever they have planned for him cannot be good. If you need anything, we've got Simi here in camp to help you. She normally trades in trinkets for the men, but carries some items more suited for combat as well.
Thank you, I'll be on my way.
We'll hold down the fort. The more orcs we kill here, the fewer you'll run into out in the mountains. Good luck to you. And if you run into that madman who's attacking the orcs out there, let him know I'd like to have a little chat with him.
Rightio. First of all, let's clean up these items. Loot. Okay, let's go talk to Cindy and get some supplies. Well, Matt, you're not one of the grey cloaks that I can see. Care to have a look at my wares? Show me what you have. Oh, excellent. Now, I warn you, my prices are quite fair, considering the high quality. Nothing but the best for our soldiers, you know. Which means they're going to be expensive. Archer's belt. Resistance to piercing. Armour of loyalty. We had that and gave it away because we didn't want it. Hair shirt of Elmantark. So, I don't know if you know what a hair shirt is. They are actual real things that existed in the Catholic Church centuries ago. Monks used to... there was a group of monks that used to want to punish themselves all the time. They thought if they took on punishment for people's sins, it would help the people that they were suffering for. And they actually used to wear a shirt woven from hair. It was incredibly itchy. That was the whole idea. So this is armor class 2 with up to 6 bonus, so it's basically the equivalent of leather, but it's plus 3. It's not bad, but it drops your dexterity by 2 for wearing it. Even though you can cast Cure Serious Wounds as if you were level 5 once per day. So definitely not going to use that. Robe of Blending. Oh, it's blending as in blend into your surroundings, not blending as in put it in a Mixmaster and break it into tiny little pieces. Okay, so we're not going to buy any of that. We are going to sell... Oh, that was a scimitar plus 2. Nice. Still not going to use it, of course, but... And a light shield, and... a topaz. Okay, so... Blade of Chult, what's that? Poison, no thanks. Clubs, bows, daggers, desert wind, that's a falchion, I think. A scimitar, okay. Bonus fire damage, if I want to use a scimitar, that'd be great, but I can't use it, no one else is going to. I think
Everyone, follow
you
me.
can use a scimitar, though. But you've already got that longsword, the Astral Blade, which does 1d8 and an extra 1d4. This one is 1d6 and does an extra 1d6. So, yeah, I'll stick with what you've got for now.
Fall in behind me here.
Fire arrows, flail, golden sickle. The sickles aren't worth it. Great axe, great sword, halberds, heavy crossbows. Lawgiver, that's a bastard sword, I think. Yeah. So, because you've got to learn exotic weapons, it's useless. Crossbows, light hammers, lightning bullets, yada yada yada. Rune hammer, because it's only a war hammer. Oh no, war hammer's 1d8. Yeah, okay, that's not bad. But it's just a +1 with spell resistance, so that's nothing spectacular. Shimmer blade, that looks like a falchion or a scimitar. It's a scimitar. +2 with a bonus to parry. That's not bad. If you were doing a Dritz Duerden character and you wanted to be authentic and use a couple of scimitars, you could do worse than pick up that. And the other one that we saw as well. Sling +2. It's strange, when I used to play Baldur's Gate, I'd give every member of my party missile weapons, which meant any spellcasters or Okay, sorry about that. Wife just wanted to tell me some stuff. Yeah, Angry Soul. Now see, that's not bad. That's an item I could use. I'm not going to buy it though, but that's actually quite good because that's a +3. Look at the price on it though. A +3 club, which does 1d6 normal damage and 1d6 electrical damage, and it has a 50% chance to give fear for 2 rounds. The only reason why I won't use that is because I don't like fear-based weapons, because your opponents then end up running away from you and you've got to chase them down. Biting sword, a short sword with acid, now that's pretty good. I must remember that that is there because that might be a good weapon for Chandra when she joins. Getting way ahead of myself here. Will of Altar, that is a halberd of fire. Considered getting that for Kelgar. Really have considered.
Yes.
I was going to do another playthrough, not another playthrough, but I was going to. So I focused on Greatsword with him, and I know that we find a couple of really good halberds in the game, and letting him use them is good, you know.
What?
But I'm not going to buy it because it's, you know, 12 grand, 12,500. But knowing that it's there if I need it. At some point I am going to have to buy a weapon, and I will probably end up trying to find the best heavy crossbow I can. Because there is one part of the game where magic doesn't work. You go into a magic dead area and you really need something when you're there. No potions at all in this store. That's not good. Trinkets. No trinkets at all. That's a pain in the butt. Most importantly, it means that if we want any Umberhelk hide, if we want any heal potions, we've got to go back to town to get them. Not good. We have a few anyway, so we're not too bad off, but yeah. Okay, so there's nothing I want to buy here at this stage, but we do know there's a couple of cool weapons here, so if we have to come back, we can. That's cool. Okay. Right, so from here there's actually, I can't believe there's no trinkets or usables. No potions, no scrolls, nothing. Okay. So from here we're going to save. Well, and then we're going to head out. So we should have on our map now a couple of new places. One is this Dwarven Scouts down here. We're not going to do that yet. The way the game progresses, it sort of feels like we should do the Bone Gnasher clan first. And after we do that, we get another cave entrance, which is the Eye Gouger. And then it feels like you should do the Bone Gnasher, then do the Dwarven Scouts, then do the Eye Gouger. Because if you do both of those first and actually find the emissary, I'm not going to spoil it, and then you come and do this one makes reference to the fact that you haven't found the emissary yet, in which you have. So it feels like you should do them in that order. There's actually a pretty good reason to even do this one right now, actually, because once we finish that, we get a pretty good item in there. So I'm actually tempted to go straight there. Let me just cancel this for a sec. What level are we at, and how far away are we from getting another level? We are so close to leveling up. I'm going to do it. We're going to do the Dwarven one first, which is unusual, but let's do it. So the Dwarven Scouts. So here we go, bunch of dwarves. Ooh, there's a guy called Iron Fist here.
You're a strange band to be wandering these mountains.
Kalmar? I could say the same. What are you doing here, far from Iron Fist lands?
Not as far as you'd think, Kelgar, though I doubt we are here for the same reasons.
Kelgar, who is this?
This here's Kalmar, one of the best scouts of the Iron Fist clan, and good in a fight. Neither one, of course, explains what he's doing here, though.
It's clan business, not for outsiders.
Ah, but Kalmar, these are friends. Whose blood is that on your armor? Orc?
We're scouting out the old Iron Fist clan hold in these mountains, seeing if it can be reopened or retaken. There are bugbears blocking the way, but they will not do so for long.
Bugbears? Then what are we waiting for? Let's bury them!
It's nothing we can't handle, Kelgar. No need to shed the blood of non-clan, and this is an Iron Fist matter.
Nonsense. These all are spoiling for a fight. What say you all? You all want to give the vultures some bugbear corpses to feast on?
We're already risking our lives out here. Going underground is a few leagues short of smart. And in case anyone else here fell asleep in cultural studies, we all know what exploring old dwarven holds digs up. Traps, monsters best left undisturbed, and lots of explorers' bodies. Let's not add to the mystery.
The less time we spend in these mountains, the better. I don't welcome the thought of going deeper inside them, but if we must...
So, what say you?
I want to do this because I know what's coming, so we'll help you out.
We are grateful for the gesture, but such false courtesies are wasted on us. Kelgar, stay with your new band. We neither asked for your help nor require it. This is Iron Fist clan business.
Huh? I'm Iron Fist clan. Your fight is my fight.
Those were not the words you used when you left so long ago to pursue this mad idea of yours. You seek to learn how to fight, but you have cast aside the why of it. Clan honor, duty, these are things you have forgotten the value of. If you wish to help, then know that the door is sealed to the clan hold, and if you can recount the legend of King Lodrum, then you will know how to open it. I think that part of our history is fresh enough in your mind. Whether you return or not, it does not matter to me, and it does not matter to the clan.
So I just said there was a part of a quest there that came up. We haven't actually gone through to speak to the monks in Neverwinter like we should have, but it looks like it still lets us do this quest, so that's cool. We're with you and we want to help.
All right then, let's get to the clan hole door. Hopefully there's something beyond it that needs to be taught a lesson in battle.
If you truly want to help us, then come back to us when you have done something of note. Not words, Kelgar. Until then, we have little more to say.
Okay, so the reason why this pops up here is on the off chance that Kelgar wasn't part of your party when you came across these dwarves. He appears, obviously, and then allows you to... He has to be part of your party to do this mission. So we're not going to change anything here. That's exactly what we want. Let's just... We came from that way, so we need to go this way. Let's head out. Oh, that's right, it's a twisty way. I think it's down here somewhere that we have to end up. And where's the bugbear? Oh, right there. I didn't notice them amongst the the rocks. Oh, I forgot to buff. We'll do it once this is finished. Right, now let's buff.
Yes.
And
Sung.
you can buff too.
Yenpei ye koro. Dear John Queen there.
This is most unfortunate.
Okay. So, I've done this a few times before, never really had too much problem with these bugbears, so I'm not overly concerned about what we have to do. It's just a matter of there's a dead scout down there. It's a matter of taking it carefully, not charging forward too much.
One of my brothers, struck down by bugbears. If Kulmar is right, we Iron Fists can't afford to lose any more of our clan. If I had been leading this expedition, we wouldn't have been caught by surprise by the bugbears. I can promise you that.
We're here now. You can complete this mission and help your clan.
There is that. I'll not let my people down. Ha! He died in battle. I dishonor his memory with all this hand-wringing.
Look, another dwarf. The bait we set has drawn more, as we hoped.
You'll all pay for his death, for Iron Fist!
Eleme Bahrain.
Okay, there's a couple pretty close here. Actually, we're going to be close to a level on this, aren't we? Yes, very close. And as soon as I get that level, I'm going to want to level up ASAP, because when we get to level 9, I'll get a better chain. I'll be able to chain 3 guys at once rather than just 2.
Let's see what they're made of!
Hey, Countology, how you doing? Yeah, I actually considered... I've got him focused on Greatsword at the moment, but I've actually considered instead to use halberds, because there's a couple of really good halberds that you pick up, in particular right around this time when you're going through the various orc caves. And so I was going to use that. Yeah, Warhammer would... Yeah, there's a couple of good Warhammers around too that I've seen so far. But I tend to want to use... Most of my fighters, it's either two-handed weapon or dual wielding. I tend not to go weapon and sword. And Kelgar's not really set up to dual wield. He doesn't have the dex for it. So I usually give two-handed weapons instead. Which way are we going here? I think I'm facing the wrong way. Is this the way? No, this way. No, that's the way we came. And there wasn't anything on this body, was there? Nope. Hang on, was that? No. We're right. Okay, so yeah, if you're talking about the gauntlets that he gets here and the rest of the armor and weapons that go with it, yeah. I don't necessarily see that you have to make him into a monk. I haven't really concerned myself too much with going out of my way. I mean, I've only got a certain way through, but I haven't sort of been focusing on his quest at all. It was just, well, if in the course of doing things I get to the point where I'm going to be able to complete his quest, fine, but if not, well, tough luck. Is there any more? Yeah, there's a couple down here. Surely we're going to get this level soon. It's got to be this. No. Man, I am so close to leveling. I was sure I'd do it here. Oh, it'll be the next fight then. Bugbears there. Is this the one? No, it's not the one that you sneak up on. Oh, that's a orc one I'm thinking of, where there's the trolls around. Completely different story. Now,
attack!
Yeah, that's it. Oh, you've used up. I can't believe you've used up all your fireballs. That's insane. And it looks like everyone is too far away for you to fire burst. Missile storm. Let's try that. This would have been the perfect opportunity for a fireball to take out half the party, half the opponents. Yeah, I like some of the spells that Cora has. It's just really hard to make sure she does what I want when I want it. She ends up, you know, using Missile Storm against a single opponent half the time. It's like, what's the point? Like this situation where she doesn't have Fireball anymore because she's already cast it. It's like, when did you cast Fireball? But I think I made the mistake of not resting before coming into this area, or before moving forward in this area. So, you'll tell me you are not. Oh, there's. And that's the level. Okay, I thought she was going to go and melee that. But we killed that one that was in front of her. Okay, I'm going to do my normal thing and save before the level. As I said, I want to level up straight away, even in the middle of combat, because I know I'm getting the extra good chain, Eldritch Chain, in this update. So let's do the other guys first, though. Quara, or however they pronounce it. Yeah, I never played Sorcerer to any degree in Neverwinter Nights 1. I'm doing an off-screen playthrough with that. So I might see what happens with that and might redo that playthrough at a later date. But I'm having a problem at the moment streaming, or yeah, for whatever reason I get a lot of screen tearing when I play that game. At least when I'm trying to record it. I don't notice it when I'm playing it normally, but when I try and record it, I definitely do. What's the recommended empower spell? Yeah, I'll let you do that. Isaac's Lesser Missile Storm, what are you going to recommend to add to that? Wall of Fire, yep, I'm quite happy with that. Actually, I think I picked that Isaac's Missile Storm for her last level. And let's just see... Cool. And then we've got Eleni. What are you going to recommend? Extend spell? Yeah, I don't mind you using that. That is good. And what have we got set up for spells for you? Let's just move that over there a touch. One extra second level spell. There's nothing decent in second level. I will give you an... no, I don't even want to give you that. Never using them, but anyway. And a level 5. Critical for the moment. Right, Kelgar. Come on. Recommend next. What do you want to recommend here? Improved power attack. You know, I don't know about that. So is the weapon that Kelgar eventually gets from his clan is a warhammer, is it? I've not actually looked it up. But if that's the case, maybe I will start down the path of focusing on warhammer for him. So I might do that now. I'll waste a bit what I did with the great sword, but we'll keep that for now, and then me.
Look what we have here. Future corpses.
Yeah, I know, but I'd like to focus in, you know, give him as much power in that weapon, so get weapon focus and specialization, and then go power critical, improved critical, things like that. It means you can really rock that one weapon. It's not really, you know, I don't see the point in a lot of cases of having a fighter who knows how to use 6 different weapons when he can focus on one and just get some absolutely kick-ass performance out of it. So my Eldritch Blast is now up to 5d6. What was I going to do here? Let me think now. I think it was having a look at one of these. What have we got? Fey Legacy. Magical powers are manifesting you. You gain the Confusion spell-like ability, usable 3 times a day. No, I don't know if I like that. Fey Presence. You gain the Deep Slumber spell-like ability. That's not too bad. Or Fey Skin. Grants you weapon. For example, if you have Fey Skin and Fey Presence, you would have damage reduction to 3 cold iron. This value stacks with any similar damage reductions That's worth it. I might do that one, but what else was there I was going to look at? Could grab these, but I don't know how well that's going to be. And then spell penetration's not worth it. Combat casting's not worth it. Weapon focused range touch attack. That's what I've done previously. Might leave that till next level and do... Let's just see what this Fey skin did again. Damage reduction equal to 1 plus the number of feats you have that list Fey heritage as a prerequisite, including such feats that you take after gaining this one. For example, if you have Fey skin, yeah, I'm going to take that for now. And I'm not going to change anything, but my level, even though it's 10th level, because I have the Fey heritage, it's going to treat me as one level higher, even though I'm level 9, and that means I'm going to be able to target 2 additional opponents with the chain. So I will now be hitting 3 and not 2 every time I attack. Which we probably won't be able to see here because there's probably only one left, and he's about to die before I can cast the spell. I'm not in line of sight by the looks of it, and we've cleaned them all out. That's alright, we will have an opportunity to continue in a minute. And that's not locked, it's probably going to be trapped. Nope, oh, that's nice. It wasn't even trapped. Okay. Let's do the usual, chuck all this stuff in the bag so it doesn't weigh as much. Standard copper ring, bullets, mandolin, scintillating sphere. What does that do? Okay, it's like a lightning ball. Hold animal. I'd give that to Cora, but she'd use it on a bloody beetle or something ridiculously small. Why am I going around there? I think the part... No, the trail doesn't continue up that way at all. Where does it go from here? It doesn't. It goes back. And we go round this way. That's right. Let's... Can we rest here? Good. Time to buff. Let's get rid of him.
Let me lead the way. You follow behind.
No, we're just going to let you buff.
Their time has come.
Destroy
them all.
Dear John Queed
Okay. Now, let's head in and rescue this poor dwarf. You're going to be a tasty treat, short one. I haven't had dwarf meat in weeks. We should roast him, blacken his skin until he crunches in our teeth. Let me out of this cage and I'll break those teeth of yours. Ha! I'll enjoy listening to your screams when we put you over the fire, especially when your insides start to cook. Maybe we should boil him instead. His meat might be a little tough. No, we'll have to keep the pot covered. Can't hear the screaming as good that way. Looks like you'll be dying on an empty stomach, you stupid beast. I'd run if I were you. Ah, more meat. I prefer it when the food comes to us. There we go. That's what I like to see. Stop killing all the guys I'm trying to blast. There we go. Nice work. We should have been able to get out of this cage before you killed them. I hate to miss a good fight. Are you all right? Nothing serious, just a few bruises. Are the rest of my clansmen safe? Yes, we left them down in the canyon. My thanks for the rescue. Didn't want to meet my end in the belly of those creatures. I'd like to ask you some questions. I'll tell you what I can. Those bugbears had a lot to say, but mostly about food. Does this way lead to the Iron Fist clan hold? I hope so. God, it better be after all we've been through. Saw signs were on the right track though. Some carvings on the walls, remains of a few stone markers, even some old tools here and there. This place feels right. Sometimes you can tell just by looking at the stone. All I know is if this doesn't lead to the Iron Fist home, our clan was at least here at some point. Are the bugbears working with the orcs? No, these bugbears actually seem to have gone out of their way to avoid the orcs. Someone's got them on a tight leash. They're sent out to raid for food and weapons, but had orders not to make contact with the orcs. Ordered? Usually bugbears are the ones holding the leash. They don't like to work for anyone. Whoever's leading them, they seem mighty scared of him. Not normal to see bugbears restrained like this. Any idea who their leader might be? None, but I heard the word grouch repeated several times, but that could be what they call their mothers, if they even have mothers. Do you know what's ahead? More bugbears? Beyond that, I don't know. We didn't get far before I was captured. We did catch the bugbears by surprise, though. They may be on their guard now, so be careful. Let me open the lock and you're free to go. Thanks again. From me and all my clan, if you need a home, you always have one with the Iron Fists. I'm honoured. Farewell. Why would I want to put him back in the cage as one of the options? Quite an honour he gave you, but that's Iron Fist hospitality and gratitude for you. It's almost legendary. Good to see one of the Iron Fists again. I've been away from home for a while. I thought you left the Iron Fists to come to Neverwinter. Left them? I didn't leave my brothers behind. Did you know they were coming to these mountains? Well, no, but they didn't tell me, not like they could. But I didn't abandon them. It's not leaving them behind, it's looking for battle in another direction. Yeah, I don't want to drop my reputation with him, so I'm just going to say let's move on. We'll have a lot of ground to cover. Alright, there's more bugbears waiting to answer for all that they've done up ahead. Okie dokie. So, which... I think it's off this way. But let's check first. Wow. Nothing there at all. Next group of bugbears. Ah, that's right, there's the ambush up here. You better be ready to cast some fireballs there. Like, right... Why are you not? I said... No, hang on. Okay, you can do more fire, that's fine.
That will require a mere fraction of my
Alright, come over here. Right, now you're in the perfect position, hopefully, to cast... No, why are you not letting me... I don't want you targeting that guy with a fireball. I want you to put it on that guy. Okay, go back to me. Has she done the fireball yet? What happened to it? Or did she stop casting it because Kelgar ran it down the... Anyway. we cleaned out all of them. That's good. Oh, alright, we're done. Cool. Okay, let's clean up. Bolts and remains. Might consider keeping those bolts. I am going to need a missile weapon at some point. Let's come up here. I have a little camp in here. I can't remember if there was anything to loot in here or not. No. So we've got some remains here and then a weapon rack. More bolts. Bolts of fire. So I think this is the halberd that I was giving. Oh no, that's just a cold iron halberd. Composite longbow +1. Light crossbow. Bolts +1. Okay. Let's put some of this stuff away. You can carry that. I will carry the rest of this. I'm actually going to put those up in there. I'm not going to use them yet. Mild poison bolts. I do not see the point in poison weapons. They don't seem to do enough damage over time for me. I much prefer something like the bolts of fire, which do just a set amount of additional damage, and then that's it. They're done. Okay. Another group of bugbears.
All right, I can do that.
Now, what is that you're casting? Fireball. Thank you. That was actually quite well done.
Look what
Damn it, I missed. How did I miss? That's a first. It's been a long time since I've missed a shot like that. Okay, I think we will rest up before going in, just so we've got all of our spells back. Which means...
What's going on?
rebuff.
Song.
What?
I don't think I ended up doing all my buffs then. Feels like it cut out halfway through for some reason. Thankfully, I can cast them as many times as I want. Okay, let's head into the bugbear, or to the clan hold. Send out another search party. Make sure you find every one of those dwarfs. Maybe we'll find orcs too. We're getting tired of having to avoid them, Grum. We already told you, leave the orcs be, let them and the humans kill each other. Go find the sneaky dwarves. I must let my brother know they are here. Ah, seems we're not as well hidden as we thought. Destroy these intruders, then find the rest. Can I get... No, see, it won't let me target Grum. It's so annoying. But, if I can get an attack off quickly enough, it might chain to him. No, oh well. I could but hope. Why are you casting Body of Sun? Melanie? Didn't really do much good, did it? I don't know, I don't think Wall of Fire was all that good a choice after all of that. It hasn't been all that effective so far. Let's head around this way. Actually, let's close that door first. Come back to that. Ah, yes, the wonderfully named Part Chest. Strange part. This odd mechanical device appears to be a component of a larger machine. Basic crafting component. Let's take that. That might be useful. Was there anything else in here? No, there wasn't. So I've got to go back through that door I just closed after all. Hello, there we go. Open the door. Whoop. Did we miss again? Didn't miss that time. What are you doing, Cora? Get in here and actually do something.
You know nothing, Academy living, cantrip casting sock.
Yeah. Where is Kelgar? You're right down there in the middle of it. Yeah, we're going to cast a fireball. Whoop.
Time has come. Destroy them all.
And it's going to be run around this corner here somewhere. Like that. 2.
Let's see what they're made of.
Or 3. Okay. Calgal's had a little
I am listening.
bit of damage, but not too bad overall. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Let's put that up on there and let's chuck that down there. Let's put that there as well.
Very well.
Right. Who did you cast that on? Did you cast that on me? Crying out loud. There we go, that's better.
Very well.
Okay, so let's do this because that gives us XP, and I believe it means that our guys can mine that later. Which way are we looking? So there's there and there's there. That's where we came from. So we're not going back that way. Is there anything there? Nope. So we go this way. Actually, I think, if I remember rightly, yes.
Your end
Bad guys through the door.
Time for a little
Cannot disengage. No, I guess not.
I am overburdened. Perhaps you should bear some of my load.
You're not overburdened. You're burdened. Trap. Greater boots of tumbling. Not really much use to me, although I did say that I should have... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I did say that I should have added just 1 point to tumbling so that my leaps and bounds and this, something like this, would give me pretty good skill in tumbling. But anyway, let's put that away. Watchman's Club is one of the few weapons I can use. Alertness, bonuses to that, blah blah blah. I'm not going to use it. Studded leather +2, not going to use it. Let's give that armor to Kelgar to carry.
I am overburdened.
Yes, yes,
Perhaps
yes.
you should bear some of my load.
Right, that's good. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Just that door there. I'll go back and do that room actually. Oh, I'm running around as Kelgar. Why am I doing that? I think this meets up with the other one, so I'm not going to do that after all. There was nothing else to loot in here, so we'll come back around. Whoop. Oh, that's right. There's these guys around the corner. The bugbears seem to be arguing over something but you can't quite make it out. They seem to be distracted to notice you. Try the hide. I don't think it'll work. Oh no.
Already agreed, Pastak. We split the gold evenly. I do the most. I should get most of the gold. We only killed 2 of the dwarves, Pastak. And you killed 1. So I share most of the gold with Norgrum. Then if I kill you, I'll take your share. Do it. We don't need Pastak. Now, Pastak's share is mine. We split the gold evenly.
Guys, how about
Their time has come. Destroy them all.
and we're done. Okay. Remains marvelous artifact for the resistance of sorcery. Oh, marvelous artifacts for the resistance of sorcery. Greater mental spell resistance, armor of spell resistance, improved armor of spell resistance, greater armor of spell resistance, cloak of resistance. Right. Pile of gold, 873, that's quite a pile. And yes, of course, there is always the fantasy element of the fact that I am apparently carrying around 62,500 gold pieces, which I shudder to think how much that would actually weigh. Let's quick save. Actually, let's rest. All the buffs.
Yes.
Sung.
Very well.
I think she's got one more to do.
Dear John Queen.
There we go. Let's head out. And that's the room we were just in, so we'll open that door. Yeah, I tell you what, after seeing how well Cora is doing at the moment, Cora, however you want to pronounce her silly name, I'm definitely wanting more and more to play a sorcerer. The fact that the Warlock can just keep casting is great, but in reality she's got so many spells available that even at this level, I mean, we are only level, what is it, 8? 9? She has so many spells available that she doesn't end up out of spells in one battle. Not at this level anyway. It's the first however many levels that things become a little bit tight, a little bit hard. Okay, so we can't open that yet. What is this?
Doesn't look like anything dwarves would have created. Too complicated.
This complicated looking mechanism is built into the door, but it doesn't seem to work. It looks like there's a part missing from it. Whatever can that mean? Maybe this part I found belongs to it. You insert the part into the machine and it clicks neatly into place. I'm just a little disappointed with this that you didn't have to then pull the levers in the right sequence yourself to get that door to open. Like, make it not just have to provide the part, but then also there is a puzzle that says that you have to pull them in a certain order and have some book nearby or something that you read to try and solve some riddle to work out the order that you pull it in. But no, it's just bang, put the part in, done. Yeah, they could have made it a little bit more, but I guess, yeah, I know kids these days and they don't necessarily want to sit through the process of having to. That's so annoying when that happens. And you click on a door, you think you're clicking through the door, and instead you click on the door and it closes. I don't know how many times, particularly in Neverwinter Nights 1, that has happened to me. I ended up closing the door in my face while I'm in the middle of combat. Okay. We got the big fight here. And we can't attack yet, so we might as well just Go through the door. Can I? Okay, no, I can't. So you killed my brother. Good, now I don't have to share with them. Kill them, we'll find the other doors after we're through here. Get in there, guys.
Let's see what they're made of. Let's see what they're made of. Let's see what they're made of.
And that was pretty easy. Some gold. Is there anything else? It's so hard to see between the spell radiance on me, the shimmer from that, and from Cora, and then the body of the sun on Eleni. It's almost impossible to see if we're standing on any more treasure, any more remains. Let's just come down here. I know there's nothing down here, but sort of for role-playing sake, we at least now confirm that this area is blocked off and we can't go any further. Let's pick up this pile of cash. Actually, I wanted to look at this halberd, didn't I? It's just a halberd +2. I thought that was the really good one, but maybe the orcs have the really good one. Pile of gold. 211. That's nothing. You'd think this pile of gold here would be bigger. The other bunch of hobgoblins had 800 gold in their pile. Gauntlets. And here we go. I don't believe it. Our clan thought they had been lost forever. What are they? My clan history will not be what it should be. My clan history may not be what it should, but I know what these are. The Gauntlets of Iron Fist, held by the first of our kings. Torrum Iron Fist, our last great king, was said to have worn them when our homelands fell to the orcs, but that would mean this clan hold is... This must be our first clan hold, the halls where Torrum made his final stand. If I had only known this place was here, that these were here. What do the gauntlets do? Anyone who wears them gains the strength of 10, maybe 20. It's how the clan earned the name Iron Fist. With these we could probably punch through a stone wall. I begin to see where you get your obsession with monks from. And that's just the beginning. It's said that if the wearer also wielded the hammer of Iron Fist, he could fell dragons with one blow. That's certainly powerful. It must be destiny that I've found them. It must mean that the Iron Fist clan shall reclaim our home. That would be a great day. And to think, I would never have come here, met my brothers, if you had not brought me here to these mountains. Here, you should take the gauntlets, Blaze. You've performed a great service for me and my clan. You keep it, it belongs to an Iron Fist. I thank you. I'm far from a king, but it means a lot to me that you would feel I'm worthy enough to wear them. We'd best be moving on. It looks like the rest of this place has collapsed. We should report back to Colmar and his scouts, tell them what we found. Colmar will want to know what we found. Let's go back to him. Right. I must remember, after we speak to Kalmar, put the gauntlets on, because other times when I've got this far I've forgotten to do that. In fact, let's do it first. So, Gauntlets of Iron Fist. Let's have a look at them. Attack bonus +1, bonus damage versus giants 1d8, bonus damage bludgeoning 1d4, enhancement bonus strength +3. That's pretty good. And quite frankly, it is something that would be useful to me because I have a pitiful strength of 10. But
follow me.
I'm not going to be doing melee combat at all. So, going from 19 with a +4 to 22 +6, that's going to be good for Kelgar. Now I should buy him a warhammer to match it, I think. Just put some of this stuff in the bag. That wasn't a magic ring, was it? Oh, ring of protection +2. What am I doing? I've already got one of those. Who else is going to use it? You could give it to Kelgar.
Yes.
Or you could give it to Eleni. What's that?
Yeah.
22, 23.
Yes.
Or you could give it to...
What?
What's
Cora.
going on?
Actually, give it to Kelgar. He's at
Yes.
least going to stay with us for a while.
Very well.
No, into the pouch. I wish you could just drag and drop it onto the pouch. But you can't. Right. Let's...
If you have not entered the clan hold, then you have no business with us.
We explored the stronghold, but it collapsed. There's no way through.
The rock in this region has always proven difficult to carve, and it's not one for keeping its shape without a good hammer disciplining it. We'll have to find another way then. There's other entrances we might be able to uncover.
But we found something else. Look at this, Kalmar. What do you see?
It's a pair of gauntlets, Kelgar. Well crafted, to be sure. And they have the mark of by Clan Geddon's hammer. Are my eyes blinded? Are those the gauntlets of Iron Fist?
The same. Who knows what other treasures are buried deep in the clan hold, Kalmar? But if we found these after a quick search, well, who knows, even the rest of it might be down there.
You found a relic, Kelgar. Part of our history.
I didn't do it. You have my friend here to thank. And we never would have known this place to be here if you hadn't been here before us, Kalmar. And the gauntlets, well, they should rest with the clan, I think.
No, Kelgar. If you two found them, then they were meant to be held by you both, for a time. When your journey is done, perhaps you shall return them to us.
Are you good to keep traveling these mountains? If you like, I could...
Our wounds have healed, and you've already given us enough aid. Perhaps we were too quick to judge your allies, Kelgar. The Iron Fist clan is in your debt. This I swear to you in stone and steel. Such a debt shall not be forgotten in the days to come. And Kelgar, if your path lies with this one, so be it. But the clan shall await your return.
It shall not be long, I think, Kalmar. But someone needs to watch out for this little one, or else he'll be lying in a grave.
Little one. I'm twice your size. Little compared to you.
Very well, Kelgar. May stone shield you from the sky, and ale be always at your hand. But not too much ale. You know how you get after the 12th tankard.
Well, that was a chance encounter. And a chance to do some good, I think. The Iron Fists have had rough times these past few years. So, are we ready to crack some more skulls?
Let's go. I think there was a decent warhammer back at Old Owl Well, if I remember rightly. Let's go and have a look. I'm starting to wish I'd remade Kelgar a little bit differently from the beginning. If I had have known about the weapon that he gets being a warhammer, I would definitely have built him differently. Let's have a look.
Yes.
I am overburdened. Perhaps you...
What?
I am overburdened. Perhaps you should bear some of my load. I am overburdened. Perhaps you should bear some of my load.
That's all the stuff that I really need to put back in the pouch, I think. Let's just have a look. Come on, scroll. Warhammer +1. Shimmer Blade, that was a... That's not a Warhammer. Oh, yes it is. But that just does spell resistance. It's not all that great. Yeah, okay, let's sell.
I am overburdened. Perhaps
Yeah.
should bear some of my load.
Okay, Veterans Club. Greater Boots of Tumbling. Positive there's more bullets. Oh, it did actually let me sell those. I didn't think it would. Is there more arrows back there? Let's get rid of the poison bolts. Okay. No. Wow, they... Okay. This one will let us sell things that the other ones wouldn't. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Really slow to sell at the moment. Will it sell these throwing axes? I doubt it will. No. Okay, so we'll chuck them into the bag. So there wasn't any Warhammers here that are any good. If you're going to use a Warhammer, that means we've got to buy you a shield as well. That's a light shield versus humans. Yeah, okay. Okay, this stream's gone for a couple of hours. I think I'm going to take a break for a few minutes. And then we'll come back and go a little further. So let's just save at Old Owl Well. And thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.